What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to an honest Norwegian government ad. So today, I want to take a look at this video, which is supposed to be an ad by the Norwegian government, but only if they were 100% honest. And from what I understand, this is supposed to be what the Norwegian government really thinks. So whether that's good or bad, I'm very curious to see what this is about. Let's take a look.
Visit Norway, land of majestic fjords and mythical folklore figures,
Yeah.
trolls, elves, climate leaders, as well as to ancient rituals like taco fredag and delicacies like crumb cake
Cool.
and the Hi, I'm from the government of Norway, the most environment.
Okay, I mean, so far this is pretty tame. Like, yeah, Norway has a lot of great stuff. It's like a welcome to Norway. This is an ad to visit Norway. Krumkake. Except that last part.
Crumb cake and the Hi, I'm from the government of Norway, the most environmentally superior country on earth. We drive more EVs than you, use more renewable energy than you. We're basically the Greta Thunberg of nations. If Greta owned ExxonMobil, Norway, we're just
What? What? Wait a minute. This is just Norway talking about how it's better than everybody. And maybe, I mean, when it comes to like the environment and electric vehicles and clean energy, yeah, okay, Norway is better than the United States at all that stuff. That's true. But, geez, you don't have to say it like this. Okay, I'm starting to understand what this is.
we're just better than you. Fuck you. Now please.
Hey! That's funny. That's honesty right there. We're better than you. Is that what Norway really thinks? Is this what you really want to say to us?
Rise for our national anthem. Sure, we're all.
Because I've heard in Norway you guys are into black metal. Is that? I think some people like that.
So a huge petrostate that exports more emissions per capita than almost anyone else. And we're aggressively investing in new oil and gas extraction, which means the net benefit of all those EVs we drive comes to approximately fuck all.
Oh boy. This is very honest. I don't know what Norwegians think about this, or if you think it's a contradiction that Norwegians have, but Norway does so much for the environment, and then it's true Norway is really into oil and gas and manufacturing that, and those do seem to be kind of opposites, don't they? So, I don't know, like, it's funny to hear, like, Norwegians kind of acknowledging that.
But hey, at least we tax our fossil fuel exports, unlike these idiots who give them away for free. And we use our oil money to fund the world's largest sovereign wealth fund,
You do.
our pride and joy, which we use to invest in more fossil fuel companies and even war criminals. Our PM says we can't stop
my
funding
God.
a genocide. But don't worry, our oil fund sold half its investments in Israel, and we feel funding half a genocide is the right balance.
Oh my God, well, this got controversial very quickly. I don't know what Norwegians think about all this stuff, but obviously it's just poking fun at something that most countries do, to be honest, and that is make money with very, very questionable means. Let's be honest. I would say the United States does stuff like this. Norway sells oil to who knows who, or at what cost to humanity, and it's definitely something people don't like to acknowledge or talk about, the price of all this stuff, since on the surface level, the oil is such a benefit to Norway. but there's always some kind of hidden price. You just don't normally hear people talking about it like this.
Responsible investment. Such bold leadership is reflected in other areas like not stopping these lice-infested farms from wiping out wild salmon and banning commercial whaling. Just kidding, we still subsidize that.
Really? Salmon are dying, or whaling is still a thing? Is this true? This is like all of the questionable things about Norway just being out in the open.
Speaking of subsidising bullshit, we just launched another carbon capture project to greenwash Equinor, which just got caught lying about how much carbon it's capturing and blew billions on failed oil and gas investments that made Norwegians poorer.
This is all very shocking, and it's bad, and I don't know. It's just, as an American, I'm so used to government corruption. Like our governments, and the misallocation of funds and resources, and I'm just kind of used to this at this point in America. So, but it is kind of troubling to see that Norway and every country has trouble with government stuff.
Hello, I'm from Equinor, Norway's state-owned energy company. You might remember us from our greatest hits, like being told to piss off from the Great Australian Bight. Now we're being told to piss off from Rosebank, the UK's largest untapped oil field. Why? We even funded a nice computer game that promotes fossil fuels to British school kids. Cool and Equinormal.
I don't know anything about Equinor. That is a Norwegian state-operated oil company? Huh. Interesting. It's not a private company? And you made a video game about, like, refining oil? Or what?
Okay, that's messed up. But how else do we stop kids from blockading our oil refineries? Unless we brainwash them early with petroganda. Petroganda is Norway's official religion. It's what happens when a country relies too much on oil money and its head gets wedged so far up Equinor's ass, Thor couldn't dislodge it even if he tried.
Oh my god. I can't wait to see what Norwegians have to say about this. This is just ripping into Norway. Like, let's just be honest. This honest government ad is literally just talking about every problem or controversy that Norway has. And a lot of which I had no idea about. Us Americans, we think of Norway as this perfect, successful place where everything is great and you're rich and all this great nature. And this is a side of Norway I haven't really ever learned about.
If he did, Norwegians would realise they don't need new oil and gas to stay rich, and that Europe doesn't need new oil and gas to replace Russian imports. And most importantly, Norwegians would realise this election is their chance to elect a government that's not wedged up Equinor's ass by voting for minor parties with not shit climate policies.
Well, the election happened and it mostly stayed the same. I think a right party gained a lot of seats, though. But the current government stayed the same. The Labour Party, if I understand. So I don't know if the changes they're talking about really happened or not.
Instead of our shit light and unfiltered shit parties. So vote wisely, Norway, or we might end up exporting things the world actually needs, like Aurora. And the world is watching, because if Norway, one of the world's richest...
This video has a lot of like facts or stuff and opinions, and I don't have time to like see how much of this is exactly true or not. Maybe this is all true, or I don't know. I kind of just have to go with it. But this is a lot of information for me as an American, like all at once.
Richest countries with strong democracy and labour laws can't lead the world on climate. Who can? Not these cunts, that's for sure. Visit Norway. Hadebra hast kuka.
What does that mean?
Authorised by the department for not finding this amusing. Coming from Aussies who can't even tax their fucking gas companies.
Oh my god. Holy crap. That was honest. That was way more honest than I thought. I thought this was going to be kind of a funny, silly comedy video about Norway, and it kind of was, but then they started talking about a lot of really important controversial topics that Norway is facing. I don't understand all of it, but it was kind of fun to see this side of Norway. No country is perfect, least of all the United States. So it's kind of nice to see Norway, which has such a fantastic reputation, and some of the problems that even you guys are having. It's just human. I quite enjoyed this actually. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of the things that were brought up in this video, the honest government ad, or your thoughts on this. That'd be cool to hear about, especially if you're a Norwegian and you understand this stuff a little better. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and seeing Norwegian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.